Okay, so we're back in Kerbal Space Program going to the moon. Clearly, I was having trouble. I recorded for about an hour and I still could not get anything into space. I was struggling hardcore. So I just popped in a lot of science money, unlocked a bunch of parts, mainly to get my SAS modes and autopilot. But the point of this is just to have fun, and I was getting stressed, and I have more fun just like putting things into space than I do actually like flying it. So we're all good here. We're wanting to get into orbit, so we're gonna go. That sounds like a pretty 150 kilometers up. Sounds like a pretty good orbit to me. So let's go. Classic ascent profile. Engage autopilot. And boom. It's a very pretty rocket, if I do say so myself. Look at that. I'm a fan. It's very pretty. Okay, so we're getting up to 15,000 meters. There's a lot of heat effects going on, but that we should be fine. Get our fairing on. Some heating. That's fine. So it cut off the engine because I believe. Yep. So it's aimed for 150 kilometer high orbit, which means our apoapsis is going to be 150. So what we're going to do is when we get up there, it's going to, or close to it, it's going to burn prograde to flatten out our orbit and bring this periapsis up to 150 kilometers as well. Oh, see, it brought out our solar panels too. And we're in space officially. Ugh, so much easier, and it's so much more enjoyable to just be able to sit back and watch it, which is nice. So it's got about 2 minutes until it's burn, which is going to burn 1500 meters per second in delta V, which we've got 1270 left, which means we'll dump this stage, which is our lifter, and then we'll just be left with our vacuum stage, which is just in space, and then it'll perform the rest of the duties. And there's quite a bit of 2500, so after this there'll be let's see, 1300 to there'll be like 2200 meters per second of delta V left, which if we want to do anything else with this should be more than enough. Okay, so I think I can get this time warping on its own. So if we zoom out a bit, there's the burn. That was the space center. Oh, it's a very pretty plume. Look at it. Why are you turning? I'm confused. Disengage. Stability assist, prograde. Turn, please. I don't know why it didn't do that. Sometimes it's weird. We'll just finish it out ourselves. Because we are not. This is going to be suborbital right now. So we will be coming back into the atmosphere. We want to get this above 70 at the very least. So, vroom. Why are you not holding? I'm just... Hey. Go to prograde. Get... Prograde. Please. I want to get into space. Space. Oh. That's why. I was confused there for a second. Okay, so it's rising. And we'll just bring down the engine once it's to like 150-ish. There's orbit. And, oh, there. Okay, we're a little bit higher than we were supposed to, but that's fine. So we got almost a 300 kilometer apoapsis and 150 periapsis. So, we're in space. Isn't it pretty? There's the sun. That is the moon, I believe. Yes. Which is very nice. I got some science I can run up here. Oh, it's a bit dark. How about you? Start scan. I feel like I also put a thermometer up here somewhere. That's the probe core. Could have swore I put thermometer up here. Oh well. So if we hop out to the space center, or maybe it was a tracking station. I think will show us our orbit. All that work and just to put a satellite into space. You gotta give it to NASA. I mean, I'm sure they know the basics of what they're doing. Better than I do. Our satellite isn't even equatorial. But this orbit here, see, that is our, what are these? Oh, different agencies. That's interesting. So this is Trojan 1. Just a little satellite. And I think Trojan's going to be our satellite names. Unless something major comes up and then we'll give it a special name. But we want to get to the moon. So, maybe what I'll do is say moon. I thought I had maneuver. No, it's okay, that's fine. We can use mech jobs. Little doohickey. Let's try to get this, at least one side of it, out closer to the moon. Let's say maneuver planner. Create a new maneuver node to change apoapsis. Yeah. Let's go. Oh, how far? What is the orbit of the moon? You are at 11,400,000 meters. So what is that? 11,400 kilometers. Yes, 11,400 kilometers. So let's go back to here. Do, 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 do. Okay. Change apoapsis. 11. Let's say 9,000 kilometers. At the next periapsis, create node, execute node. Okay. So that is in 39 minutes. Thank you. Oh, it's dark. I lost the planet. Where did Kerbal go? Oh, there it is. It's pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Burn for 14 seconds. Boom. And if we speed up, it's tumbling through space. And let's bring up our orbit info. Time to apoapsis in 5 hours, 5 minutes. Of course, that's not accurate. Okay. Oops. There's the moon. Let's hop out. Kerbin's somewhere. Oh, there it is. Let's hop out to the tracking station and let's see how close we are to the moon. I forget where the moon's sphere of influence is. I'll have to look that up. But yeah, we're gonna be fairly close to the moon. We get a good view of both of them. Okay, so if we leave, and let's check out, oh, what's here? Treasure 1 debris. Sure. Recover. Okay. Let's go to mission control, see what other interesting missions there are. Go to bases. Launch the Kerbin space station. Interesting. Exploration. Explore Kerbin. Perform a spacewalk and orbit a Kerbin. This time try to keep your helmet free of bodily fluids. I do like that one. Do any of these expire? 5 hours. I think we'll get this just to... Okay. Active. Expires never, expires never. Perfect. Okay. La da 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 da. Let's see if we can put a man into space. Kerbal. Kerbal. Let's put a Kerbal into space. And we should be able to do that just fine. So let's go command pods, or let's say I feel like there was a better way to do this, but okay. Let's just scroll down to the bottom, see what's in here. These are not command modules. E. Mark 2 command pod, Mark 1 3 command pod. Do. Okay, well I think we'll just go for the Mark 1 3. We will, of course, put parachutes on here. Right there. And I'm not using life support, so we don't have to worry about any of that, but we'll need to worry about electricity and stuff, things like that, of that variety. So this is all we're going to be taking home with us. So we need to decouple everything that's on here afterwards, so only this comes back home. Well, at least in one piece. I need to say, I don't know how, oh, definitely not that. Not that. That. It looks very pretty. Do you have a heat shield? I don't recall. I don't think so. So let's go into the heat. And there should be a nice heat shield around here somewhere. There we go. Put the decoupler back on. And let's go our space. You know what? I know that the Trojan design works well for at least Kerbin orbit. So let's load up the Trojan and we'll edit it. So we don't need this stuff. Okay, so excuse me. What are you doing? I broke something. Okay, hold on. It wouldn't let me select anything. Let's go back into the VAB. Alright, back in the VAB, load up the Trojan. Good. Take all of you out. Oh, I guess we need to put it. That's fine. Command pod. Mark 1 3. You know what? It's actually not going to work because this is too large for these. So, scrap that idea. It's kind of annoying that I went through all that trouble. Heat shields. And decoupler. Decouple. Is it you? Nope, you're huge. 25, I think. Okay. So 2.5 fuel tanks. There we go. Nice. Nice ones. What is this? Is this? Oh, that's a cryogenic fuel tank. I don't exactly know how to use the cryogenic stuff yet, so we won't mess with that just now. Put that there. We will put some of our lovely little... No science. We're not doing that. We will say... I want... engine. Mainsail. Let's do the skipper. And decoupler. Oh, no, hold on, we need some electricity and stuff. Battery. Fuel tank. Take that off. Electrical. And solar panels. That's cool. I think we'll put some of these on. Just around the entire ship. And let's call it a day. We're just trying to get this man up there. So, fairing. Because I always forget where it's at. And there we go, 2.5. It's there. It's there. It's weird because they're not going to be able to see, but that's fine. Alright, so we're using 2.5 sized engines. And I think we were using Rocket Max, weren't we? Yes. One. And probably do the mainsail. Because it's... Why are you not working? Something's not right with the staging. So stage 3. Okay, we'll see. All right. We're not naming this Trojan. What do we want to call this? We want to call this the. Oh Lord, what's a good name? I want to save data lists for like a solar observatory. That would be really cool. So let's say the. Oh goodness. Heracles. 1. Okay, and we need crew. So we got a pilot, engineer, and a scientist. Sounds good. Let's go back in structure. Take that off. Functions. Structural. And our little support girders. Save and launch. I still don't quite understand why it's doing that, but because it says we have delta V in it. I guess it's showing us the total. Okay, whatever. We'll see if this works. So let's get rid of that. Bring back up the ascent guidance. Make you small. We're going to aim for 200, or let's keep it simple. Let's go 100. And engage autopilot. Hey. There we go. Vroom. Going up very fast. 300 meters per second. Already making the gravity turn, which is nice. Apoapsis is climbing. Time to apoapsis is about a minute. That's good. Alright, 800 meters per second left. Should be able to get up into space before that runs out. Oh, see, yep, cutting off the engine. So we're at our apoapsis set of 100. Gonna time up for a bit. Cool, cool, cool. You can probably release these fairings. There we go. Now you guys can see. Did I not put a decoupler in? Yep, that is probably what it was. And I didn't put parachutes on here. Okay, well, let's fix that real quick. We will finish this mission before. Okay, put you there. It's the fairing. Decoupler. Engine plates. Have I mentioned I'm bad at this game? Put you back on. And parachutes would be much appreciated. Nope, utility. La da da da. Now does Delta V look better? Yes, it looks so much better. Okay, perfect. So let's save that. I think we're good to go again. If you're wondering, I went with Heracles because it sounds fancier than just calling it Hercules. So this is going to, Heracles is going to be our low Earth orbit kind of manned space program. Kind of like how Mercury, I think, was like the EVAs and practice manned flights. All right, so 100, engage, launch. Bob looks kind of scared. Jebediah is 100% into this, and Bill is just like, does not even just want to be here. Which is, you know, too late for that. You are going 300 meters per second, and you are 3,500 meters off the surface. So, kind of lost the chance for that. You should be separating and then launching. Yep, gravity turn. Up into the less dense atmosphere. Going to time warp a bit. Auto staging on, right? Yes. How much do we have left in here? Cutting a little tight. We should be fine to get back into Carbon's atmosphere, though. Alright, 1 minute until burn. It's going to dump the first stage a little bit into it. La da da da. Corrective steer. I don't see, this is why I have a hard time with this game. Look how complicated some of these things are. I have no idea what any of this means on this assistant guidance mod. It's definitely not driving a car, that's for sure. But that's fine. See, it worked this time. I don't know why it didn't work with the last ship. Oh! Why'd you explode? What was this? I did not mean to do that. Oh, our people are stuck in space. Oh, that's great. Okay. Well, they made it to space, so I think that's I staged too early, so the the engine was still pushing it. We were detached and we weren't even in orbit yet. And if we had stayed getting into orbit, I wouldn't have been able to get this back down. So you guys are coming back down. Let's put you on stability assist. Not that direction. There. We'll take a view of, let's EVA. Look. We are in space. So let's go ahead and board before I massively mess up. And let's just speed it up to get back into the atmosphere. I have a lot of command control for this pod, which is interesting. We want to put our butt into the winds because that's where our heat shield is. We are in the atmosphere. It's going to be a very slow descent until we start catching some thicker atmosphere. There we go. Got some nice little heating effects going on now. Yep. Can probably turn this off now and bring that speed down. I think our rocket fell somewhere or blew up on re-entry. Probably that. Probably blew up on re-entry. They are not as heat resistant as this ablative shield is, which yeah, our ablator is good. We've got 800 or whatever it is, and we're only at 720. So all we got to do now is land safely and hope they don't die on impact, which would not be the first time that I have done that. Poor Kerbals. Kerbals. There we go. Alright, that's nice. I don't think I can launch that until I don't want to do that because I don't know what that does. Oh, there it is. Perfect. Okay, and we are going to come down in... Oh, can we do a crew report? Crew report. Keep. Coming down in the highlands, it looks like. Not the best place to land. Is it going to be steep here? Oh. I think our heat shield blew up. We might have needed some drogue chutes as well. Okay, let's recover the vessel. And I think our Kerbals got some ribbons for going into space, which is a really cool mod. Is when they do like achievements like G-forces or going to a place, they get a bunch of stuff. So we've got crew ports. Crew. No, I guess not. Oh, there it is. So, Jebediah, I got research ribbon. First landing on Kerbin. Ordered for flying horizontally at Mach 3 below 30,000 meters. Ordered for being first Kerbal on EVA in 0 atmosphere. Ordered for being the first Kerbal on EVA in space. Ordered for executing EVA while not in a stable orbit. Dangerous. G-force. At least 5 Gs for 3 or more minutes, seconds, I don't know. Fast orbit. First Kerbin orbit. First Kerbal in space ribbon. So everybody got the same thing except for Jebediah got these. The EVA. First EVA. First EVA in space and dangerous EVA, which is fine. Okay. So let's recover our debris. And let's check out the missions before we go. See what we can do. Exploration. test out our rendezvous capabilities. Park two vessels next to each other on Kerbin. What could possibly go wrong? I won't lie. I'm not good at that. We might not be doing that. We think we might take it from here on what we want to do. So let's go. Yeah, let's leave it here. I think next time we will either do an unmanned flyby of the moon or get into orbit of the moon, chill there for a little bit, and then return. Kind of as a proof of concept, and then repeat the same thing with manned command probe. Alright, thanks for watching this longer one, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Be back next time. Bye.